to Divinity Within Thee, where we take time to get in touch with the divine. So first we start with prayer, blessing. Dear universe, source creators, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, archangels, ancient deities, ascended masters, all the beings of highest vibrational frequency of love and light. We thank thee for your protection, for your guidance, for your clear and concise and precise messages, and for your presence. Thank you. So mote it be. Let me check you. Too loud. Hold on. Okay. I can hear you, so hopefully you can hear me. Okay. So, year of the fire horse in Chinese astrology. What does this mean? It means that we have finally entered the fire horse. We have finally exited the year of the snake. And what that means, hopefully you guys can hear me. Hopefully the music in the background isn't too loud. What that means is with the snake, we shed, right? The snake sheds its skin. It brings a lot out to make way for new. So I'm sure you guys have been experiencing a lot. If you experienced a lot last year, the 222, you know, many people may have had intense relationship beginnings or endings or all kinds of things, right? And we're stepping into this new, more powerful, more forward trajectory of this fire horse, right? The horses are ready to go. They're kind of like the knights, right? They're ready. They're on a mission. And that's really beautiful. Permissibu. So the first card that comes out is Lady Venus, downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. Okay? If you are a starseed, a light warrior, an indigo, anything like this, right? If you rainbow, whatever, if you have a higher soul's calling or soul's purpose, you may have gone through a lot more, and you may be all of a sudden just starting to receive, or you may have been for the past year starting to receive more messages, more downloads, more understanding. Okay, that's what Lady Venus is about. It's also about our ability to have more love and more patience with ourselves through all of this. Let me make sure that I can't. I just want to hear that hopefully the music isn't too loud. I'm not really in control of it, so bear with me. Bear with me, guys. Master Buddha. I'm still out and about, wandering around at one of my favorite places. Two nice Buddhas. Where's the other one? My happy Buddha. Um, Increased awareness. So yeah, as we begin or as we continue this path of increased awareness or understanding, what we kind of start to understand is increased awareness, right? Deeper connection to self, to spirit, to soul. Trust your inner voice. Now, I do a lot of readings and different things like this. I don't do a lot of predictions for people. And the reason why is because it's about you having that increased awareness, right? Like Master Buddha says, that's why I showed you the two Buddhas, increased awareness. deep connection. Trust your inner voice. So your intuition, not the voice in your head that always leads you astray, but your actual intuition, your inner voice, your what's coming from the solar plexus, what's coming from the heart space, right? This is going to be what it is. And you're going to know the difference, right? Because your inner voice is going to cause a lot of flustering, what's going on, and your I'm sorry, your conscious voice, right, is going to cause a lot of discontent, disbelief, whereas your intuition, you're going to feel like something doesn't feel right. I feel like I have to listen to this, or I have to do something about it. Okay. Lord Ganesha, infinite abundance. For many of you guys, we're just removing obstacles. A lot of obstacles have been being placed in our path to kind of derail us. Obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. So the more you stay in your awareness, right? The more support that you're going to start to receive spiritually, the more that you follow those little synchronicities and you're like, wait a second, I feel like this, not being led astray, but actually like, oh, I feel like this is actually true. Like, actually, I feel something when somebody says something, when you hear something, when you see something, and then you realize, okay, it's a whole nother scenario, right? Mercury, open communication. Get weight off your chest, speak up with love, and be heard. For many of you guys, you will be receiving more communication. You may be tapping into some more telepathy or different things like this. You may be opening up more spiritual gifts. For others, you may have been, you may be receiving some type of communication that you're not expecting to. Mercury, okay? This is like the Hermes, right? Um, Today is Wednesday where I'm at, which is also the day of Mercury. So it is a beautiful day to communicate, maybe communicate your needs, maybe talk to people that, sort some things out that you didn't before. Um, and Lord Shiva, transcendence, rise up, honor your inner force, steps are being given, dance with the universe. So for many of you guys, you may be being guided towards something more, towards the next phase of your calling, of your spiritual calling or awakening or whatever, right? And we need to be able to honor that, right? By following it, by listening to it. So let's see. Let's go with the Rider-Waite. Let's go with the Rider-Waite deck and see what kind of stories we have. See what's going on in the collective. Yeah, for many of you guys, this new cup of love. Wow. For many of you guys, it can be a very happy ending after someone was maybe supposed to offer you something in the physical and maybe they didn't, or they haven't yet. But this is coming through, okay? The Ace of Cups, the Fool, and the Ten of Cups. What this tells me, you guys, is maybe there was some fear, maybe they were waiting, maybe there was some shifting that needed to happen before it could actually happen. And that's kind of what I'm really picking up on. Also, they have a little bit of fear of how, okay, for some of you guys, they have a bit of fear of maybe your response, okay, maybe collective's response, if they're going to say yes, if they're going to say no, if they're going to cut them off, if it's going to leave them. So what I'm picking up on with the Hangman here and the Nine of Swords and the Queen of Swords is they've been hanging on to the idea of this for quite some time. And the thing is it's been driving them crazy, right? They're fighting themselves. It's like an inner battle, right? A psychological battle of self. And they can't stop thinking about you, right? It's like they don't know if it's a dream, they don't know if it's a nightmare, and they're not sure if actually approaching you is going to fix it or create more. And that's what has been kind of keeping him in this hangman energy. Um, so, messages for the collective, please and thank you. Tell us about what this hangman energy is about, please. Page of Swords with the Death. Okay, for some of you guys, now the Death was in reverse. Now, for some of you guys, I'll just show it to you like this. I don't normally read reversals, but if they want to come out, then I guess that's what it is. For some of you guys, some people could have tried to take action. They could have tried to unalive you. Okay, the Death in reverse. For many of them, they could have done this. They could have just tried to do it like a deformation of character, try to create some type of ego death or something like this by trying to offer other things, enticing other people to hop on the bandwagon. Well, that didn't work out for them. Now, this is where they are, where they thought, where they thought they were hiding or sneaky. Actually, it brought some more stuff to light, and now they're having major towers. They didn't actually do their homework, they didn't commit, right? Or maybe they weren't honest about wanting to commit, and now they're sitting there heartbroken. And there's like almost no coming back from this, right? It's like where they thought that they would put extra work on you or something else like this, by running this game, King of Cups in reverse, by hiding their true feelings, by not saying whatever it was, is actually causing more problems. So what was maybe the boy crying wolf, trying to get more attention, sexually, whatever, is now not working because everybody's realizing that they cried wolf, that they were lying, that they were sneaking, and that they were manipulating the situation, not as a good magician, but as someone sneaky to try to get things to go their way. Um, but actually, it just kind of reverse osmosis, right? Return to sender. It kind of sent it in the opposite direction of what they thought. It slowed down, and now it's slowing down everything for them or ruining everything for them in some type of way. Okay. Information. Yeah, for some of them, they thought that they were waiting for something else, and they really lost the judgment got made from the ancestors, and they lost the love of their life. They were maybe just keeping options open, waiting for something else to come in, and now where they had tried to abandon you, now they're being abandoned. Now everybody is turning on them because they're realizing that they lost love, that this was an empress. Okay. You can't fuck with the Empress. The Empress will get her wish. She will get the end. She is the creator of all. So tell us about. So let's switch from that side and let's go to the Empress. Tell us about this Empress, this collective energy. Yeah, again, again the same cards. Okay. Yeah, they definitely tried to unalive somebody. Okay. And it didn't really work out. This could also be somebody that you know. This could be somebody that is a mother, potentially has a mother, or is pretending to be a mother, or is acting like this, right? But collective already knew. They foresaw it, okay? High priestess energy coming in. So right now, collective is Empress and High Priestess, which means not only does she create, she understands and she's foreseeing everything. And they didn't think that she was able to actually see everything, but actually she is, and she knows exactly what she's doing and exactly what she wants and exactly whose head is going to roll. Wow, you guys. Okay, more messages. She's more interested, collective is more interested in union, in unifying people, relationships, communities, something like this, and not interested in working with these people that are on these lower level frequencies, these demonic beings, or people trying to drag her down, or him, whatever fits. I'm just saying based on the cards. This can also be Capricorn energy for some of you guys. Doesn't have to be. Not all Capricorns are evil, but you guys are represented by the devil. So this also represents uh, being attached to worldly needs, right? Like getting stuck in needing sex, needing alcohol, needing drugs, anything like this. This can be addiction, many types, right? Addiction to ego, needing the attention from other people. So yeah. So collective, you are being sent with a lot of strength. This can also be a Leo card. For some, people were holding on to things that didn't belong to them. They belong to you, collective. And they will be getting those taken away, and you will be getting those returned to you. Happiness will be your nice outcome. Security will be your nice outcome. For many of you guys, collective, you're sitting over here, you're happy, you're single, everything is slowly working out. You're gaining all of your pentacles back. You're happy. You've hit your completion mark because you let everything shed with the year of the snake. You said, you know what? I don't know. I'm losing everything. Okay, I'm along for the ride. Let's go. And because you stopped crying over these past things, there's now these other two cups, this cup of love. And you may actually have multiple cups of love, multiple options here where people are ready to give and you're ready to receive. Take it as it fits. The Nine of Cups. This is literally, he's happy. I'm happy. I'm here. I got everything. The Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. I'm hitting completion. I understand. I'm emotionally secure. I can see through people. I can see people's intentions. I can feel people's intentions. And unless people are trying to act right or apologize or make right, they can get the fuck on. Okay, the Eight of Cups, they can walk away. And that is what collective's wish is. That's what collective's wish and dream really is, you know. Um, all these secrets and lies, like we're not fighting people that want to stay in a space of illusion anymore. We're not fighting people that are trying to stab us in the back. We're not fighting people that are trying to force us on a new path or a separate path than what our path is, which is this cup of love. Look at this leap of faith, right? This happy ending. So let's see what this, what are the downloads and understandings? This Lady Venus, let's pull this back up. Downloads and understandings. Tell us, please, and thank you. Tell us about this Lady Venus. What are our downloads and understandings for the collective? Yeah, that there was a lot of people that were in this energy or that were trying to take you out, right? Trying to keep you in this energy of the 10 swords in your back. Now this is upside down, which means you're no longer, you're understanding that when you're on the right path and you're doing the right thing and you're following your soul's purpose, that they can't really touch you. You know, all of it's backfiring. For many of you guys, you're understanding or seeing the backlash, the backfiring. You're seeing that you actually are truly the magician. Okay, that's your increased awareness, is that you're in control of all the elements, okay, including the people and things around you. Sometimes you got to let those go. Yeah. Sometimes you got to take action by letting those go and say, I'm now the magician, and you will end up being victorious in that. Yeah. The increased awareness. You will always find victory when you are trusting your intuition. The Master Buddha. Yeah, Buddha in the back. Boom, boom. When you're trusting your intuition, when you're not acting out of the need for approval of others, when you're just acting in a space of authenticity, you know, of your truest self and your higher self. Lord Ganesha, let's ask what obstacles are here or being removed? What is this infinite abundance? Obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. What are the obstacles being removed, please and thank you? Yeah, so for many of you guys, it can be holding on to things of the past, to sad things of the past, to people that let you down, to people that stole or took from you, to people that were holding you back, okay? Many times we have to remove people because they only see a smaller version of us and they keep projecting that. And it's not spiritual bypassing. Sometimes it's spiritual care, right? To just say, you know, you're always going to see me like this, or you're always going to respond to me like this. And if people don't take accountability for the shit that they did, you know, then later I'll be out here by myself. So for many of you guys, yeah, it's been letting go of maybe unhealthy relationships. Okay. And this can be on many forms. It could be people that you work with, people that you've done work with. You could have done a lot of inner work. Yeah. And had this major ego death. And now you're moving into the state of transformation, and you're going to, where someone may have been trying to block this love connection from coming through, now it's being removed. Yeah. Someone tried. They definitely tried. It could be people that you work with, people that you know. Um, Tell us what this weight off our chest is. It's open communication. For some of you guys, it could have just been that you finally said, I'm not looking for closure. I don't need to have the communication, and that's making me happy. For others, you can be happy because you know what you said. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. And you say, you know what? I don't care. I don't need to protect you anymore. What I need to do is protect myself. And if that means I have to speak about everything what happened, then that's what it means. I know and I see and I feel, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with walking away from all these people that created all of these versions and taking my chariot and getting the fuck on and moving forward. Now, the chariot is really about this alignment of understanding that we possess both dark and light and that we're in alignment. See how he has the cosmos above him? He's moving forward. Yeah. To the lovers. Okay. So, for many of you guys, you could have had somebody that you thought was security. It could be an older woman or mother or whatever, some type of family member or friend that kept telling you, you know, to stay with them. They were creating a security, or to listen to them, they were creating a security, and that you missed an opportunity, that you missed your wheel of fortune. And really, they were just being sneaky. And the truth is coming out because, collective, your wheel of fortune is here. Okay. This year, if you have done the work, if you have lost a lot of stuff, if you have found out a lot of people doing snaky ass things to you, and you fucking knew it and you felt it, but you're not necessarily pushing back, you're just speaking your truth and saying, you know, being authentic, you're going to get this. You're going to get this happy ending, this 10 of Cups. Okay. For some of you guys, it may be somebody that's actually coming in. Yeah, look at to offer you this stability. Again, this can be family, can be marriage, to re-offer you this stability. And you may be receiving, maybe you're receiving something that you weren't. For some of you guys, it can be inheritance, it can be money, it can be safety, security. But this is more physical matter. Um, yeah, and you may be receiving it from an unexpected, you may be receiving communication or help or something like this from an unexpected source, from a third party, not a bad third party. This is someone that's actually committed to helping you because they saw that these people were trying to keep you hung up in this space, and they're not allowing that anymore. Yeah. Now you're yeah. Now you're getting your money back. You're getting this offer, and you need to be decisive when it comes through. You need to know, don't just settle for the first thing that comes. Don't just agree to it, because what I'm sensing here is that many people, yeah, there is some scandalous, some Jezebel spirit here. Somebody scandalous that is actually taking, yeah, that's been taking and receiving and giving out your wealth, your abundance, your happy ending to who they chose. So just make sure you don't just settle. You might think like, let's say that, let's say they're like, oh, here, we're going to give you this $10,000 and blah, 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 blah. But really, they took 100 or, 500,000, right? You might be like, oh, that's so nice. But really, you need to sit with your intuition. Yeah, the Empress knows. And you need to figure out what is for you and who's actually trying to be against you, because there is people out here that are still out here that are jealous or hurt, and they're trying to still take what's yours. Okay. Yeah, again, this Jezebel spirit. So what is this transcendence, this Lord Shiva? Yeah, you need to defend, you need to know your worth, you need to defend yourself, you need to defend that you're creating, what comes next. And that will bring a large tower moment. Now, I don't think this is a bad tower moment for collective. This is going to be a bad tower moment for anybody that went against collective. They're going to be seeing a lot of stuff just crumbling and falling and everything else. Now, for collective, this is like finally washing the slate clean, okay? Because you've defended the Empress, you've defended this source, this creation, okay? You've defended this energy, maybe of Mother Earth, of Mother Ocean, of just being devout to the goddess, right? And what is the transcendence? Page of Cups, yeah. Someone is going to make a offering of love, or someone wants to make an offering. They know what they want. They know what they want. For some of you guys, maybe they've been working on the Mercury. Yeah, they've been healing. They've been doing a lot of healing work, and they've been figuring out how to properly communicate it to you. I'm feeling that a lot could have been, um, they're ready to take action, but also ready to apologize, make an offer. Okay, for some of you guys, you may need a lot of apologies. Yeah. And there may be many people, okay, multiple people is what I'm picking up on, that are going to come in and try to offer you these apologies or these bribes or try to pretend to be your friend or your lover or come into union with you. And you need to be very aware. You can be loving and nurturing and kind. You can embody this Empress energy, but not so kind. You need to really tap your intuition and figure out, is this actually in my best and highest timeline? You know, because there is a lot of people that are hiding something, okay? There is a lot of maybe deception or secrets or lies or hidden information that you need to double check. So don't just sign a contract. Don't just agree to the first thing that comes. Say, let me think about it, you know? Let me think about it. Yeah. And you need to work for longevity, right? Sometimes you do have to wait for that ship to come in. Don't let them keep you in this state of abandonment of, well, I don't have any other option. That's not true. You have a whole legacy waiting there for you. You have a whole 10 of Pentacles. You know, it's there for you. And it's only when you decide that you're not in that um it's only when you decide that you're not in that abandoned stage, right? Don't hold on to knowing how the outcome or who or what, right? It could change. What you thought was maybe the person, maybe it's a whole nother person. You don't even know. But if you have, this is where faith, right? Faith and trust and a little bit of Pixie dust. This is where actually our faith and our hope comes into play. This is what organized religion kind of like marketed on, you know, is like having this weird faith. But yeah, the Lovers. Okay, yeah, someone is coming towards you. Someone walked away from something, or maybe it's taken them a long time to walk away because they had a lot of work to do. And you may have known that, collective, and now they're rushing in. Okay, for many of you guys, they are rushing in to make this love offer. Okay, yeah, you are their happiness. Okay, for many of you guys, this can be someone that you already know. It may be someone returning. It may be someone you've never met before, and that's been watching you, and you don't realize, like, wow, this is my actual full wish fulfillment. This is my whole dream, and I didn't even realize. You know, someone might just come in and don't be so I mean, be swept off your feet if you can, but remember to be aware, have awareness, trust your intuition. You will be receiving messages. For some of you guys, you can be receiving text, calls, messages, emails, something like this, but information is going to be coming in. Now, not all information has to come on physical format. Some can come through cities, and you need to look at that and you need to be aware of that. They keep telling me to tell you. For some, you will receive some offers and stuff like this, but it is something that should be ending. It's a cycle that should be closing and coming to a new beginning. Okay, you can't bring in this new cycle still stuck on all of the old. Now, does that mean just forgive everybody for every fucked up thing that they did? No, if people fucking left you out in the cold, if they bailed out on you and they try to fucking act like they weren't judging you when you were over here actually doing the fucking work, putting in the time, well, then fuck them. You know, they're dead to you. Doesn't matter. Be by yourself, be single, figure it out. Okay. Don't cry over the spilt milk. Know that there's two other cups, and you will be victorious when you take the right action by becoming the magician, right? By realizing I'm creating my reality. So if something seems a little off or uncomfortable, chances are it probably is. Now, also, you have to remember life begins outside of our comfort zone. So sometimes we have to do things that are a little bit uncomfortable to get to the next phase or the next step. Yeah, to get to this wheel of fortune, and to get our better outcome. And that's beautiful, right? But don't get stuck, right? Stay in the receptive mode, right? Know that if you've given and you've given and you've given, that it's you make the decision now that I'm done giving. It's time for me to receive, right? I'm happy for energetic exchange, but nothing that's driving me crazy, nothing that's taking my time, nothing that's making me end who I am or what I have to do, right? and let some of these old cycles end so your wish and your fulfillment, your dream fulfillment can come true. You can be victorious in that, okay? And we have forward action. That's really beautiful, you guys. So, yeah, you need to believe in your faith, yourself. You need to have faith in yourself, in your own dreams, in your own abilities, and you need to defend that. Okay? Maybe don't sit out here and I'm defending myself because everybody needs to hear blah blah. No. Okay, no. You need to defend your soul's purpose, your soul's mission, your truth, right? Defend that. Your security, your safety, right? For many of you guys, you may need to be defending the fact that you're not mentally unwell, you're mentally well. You're not mentally trapped. And what's happening is these other people that are hiding, that have tried to take you down from this emperor spot, it's fucking Jezebel spirit again, they're just going to keep trying, and it's not really going to be a thing, right? Because if you are the Empress energy, then that's also part of this patriarchy, right? It doesn't mean like we're against men. We're just moving into a different type of system, okay? New system, not really a new system. Matriarchy is a very old system. But for some, that may be a little bit of an ego death, right? Because that means they're not making a decision anymore. They have to just kind of play with it. And they're now, the emperor isn't the most powerful or important, which he's never been. He's just been the forefront because people weren't ready to allow the matriarchy. We weren't allowed to celebrate the feminine energy, and now we're changing. We're moving past that. So true true clarity will come from when we can understand each other and when feminine is being supported. Now, for some of you guys, this could have been a really long time coming, or you could have had a lot of people trying to put bullshit on your path, a lot of lies, a lot of deceptions, a lot of secrets. You may have a lot of things collective that are coming to light that people have been hiding from you. Could have been for your entire life, okay? And this could be people that you thought you were close to. This could be relationships, family, other people that you were in a type of union with. Now, they could have also been lying to you about your union, and being able to come together into this happy union. And that's because of jealousy, right? They didn't want to let it happen. They wanted to create more contempt. Yeah, again, this Jezebel spirit. So, female fire sign doesn't have to be. Now, that's ending. Look at that, 33 minutes. That's ending. She could potentially be sick and dying. This person who tried to prevent the connection, the connectivity, where someone is going to be taking action towards her, or yeah, it can just be ending. Yeah, whatever union she had or she tried to block that you've been waiting for. You already knew this collective is all the secrets are out on the table. Nothing is hidden anymore. They were being very foolish, and that wasn't good. Yeah, they didn't want to apologize. They were given the chance to come clean or to apologize, and they all took the option not to. So, but you get your happy ending. If you put in the work, you actually get your happy ending. Look at there's the Emperor upright. Okay. And you get to create new empires. Yeah. Or maybe not empire, new society or something like this. Yeah, new path. Very beautiful. Yeah. This fucking okay. A very strong fire sign, female, Jezebel spirit. She could have been trying to make people. She could have actually created a lot of judgment against you, collective, and making a masculine walk away and abandon you by saying that you were this Jezebel spirit, that you were maybe running prostitution or hooking up with a lot of people or something like this for money. Now, take what resonates. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. But yeah, she was manipulating the situation so people wouldn't like you. Okay. And she might have been paying. Some of them might have been paying them to do it because they wanted to tap into your fortune. They might have been using your fortune. This can be people that you've known. It can be family. It can be past life. For many of you guys, your ancestors are not having it, and they're bringing forth the tower. They are like, no, nope. And they're not going to let these people go. They're not going to let them get away with it until all of the legacy, the inheritance, the whatever is returned to the rightful owner. And if people don't have it, then they're going to have to start selling their shit, or they're going maybe to prison for life. I don't really know. We're going to find out. But they didn't want to tell the truth. For some of them, they could have lied actually in court or to some type of officials or something like this. Okay. Yeah, they may have created a bunch of false communication and false paperwork. Yeah, again, the culprit, and they're going away for a long time because they held on to that story like like a fly on shit, and that's not gonna work out. Yeah, your ancestors are not having it. You're getting your legacy. You're getting your happy ending collective. You're getting it. Now, for some of you guys, you could have a parent or grandparent or somebody that passed that left you somewhere that's also out there defending you in the spiritual realm that has all these people under attack. Now, I'll just put it out there for any monitoring spirits or handlers. May you all go blind, deaf, dumb, and insane. And every time you think or speak or plot against any of the collective, that will be returned, avenged sevenfold to us. So keep it going. We like to rack up that fortune. Fortunate. We like to be those fortunate souls because some of us are here and we know that we're coming in from the past. Okay. So for many of you guys, this can be a soulmate. Um, that doesn't mean you have to have a fully intimate relationship, right? Many soulmates can come in different forms. This can be somebody that's returning from the past. They can also be returning from a past life. They don't have to just be returning from like the past, like from your family or something, but they can be returning, like maybe you haven't met them this lifetime. Yeah, maybe you had to have some of these transitions. You know, the tower had to come, the heartache had to come in order to welcome this new space, so you can receive this security, so you can receive this actual person. Um, this can be an earth sign, doesn't have to be, but this is more security, safety, security. Okay, wealth. Yeah, the happy ending, this love, this offering of love, and never being abandoned, never being left out in the cold again, never being offered bare minimum again. That's beautiful, you guys. Any other messages for the collective, please and thank you. The same again. You'll never, don't settle for bare minimum. Don't settle for someone that's in and out. Don't settle for someone that's like, I'm gonna do all of this for you, but where is it? Where? Do it or don't. Don't tell me about everything what you're doing or everything you're gonna do. Fucking do it. That's how you win. For some of you guys, you will be winning. You will be victorious. Now, for some of these guys, it can mean in some type of court case, it can be against this other person, this Jezebel spirit. For some of you guys, you may have actually been proven innocent. Um, yeah, they have been like a writing decision that is not. They try to take your opportunity. They try to take your offering, and now they've understood. Maybe for some of you guys, private investigators or court or something like this. These people are now facing death penalty. It's not a joke. And you're coming out victorious where they tried to do this. For some of you guys, it can be coming out because they tried to unalive you and take your money, take your inheritance. Okay, again, King of Wands in reverse. Maybe fire sign couple. You don't know. Strong fire sign energy though. It doesn't have to be fire sign. It can just be people that are, yeah, look at the justice coming out. It can be also a Libra. Just people that are maybe overly sexually active. Maybe they're running some type of sex ring or something like, bye, bye, bitches. Justice is served. As they say, justice is best served cold. So we up here, we out here in the mountains where it's nice and cold. Yeah, we're there making a fire for us. Don't worry. We're getting cozy. We're going to get nice and warm. So, yeah, but for many of you guys, yeah, justice. You may have been waiting, and we're not waiting anymore. You did not miss an opportunity. You are about to receive all this opportunity, all the love that you ever wanted because you put in the work, collective. And all of these secrets and lies and this deception and everything is already out, okay? It may have taken a long time for it to come, but it's about to go like public, right? Like viral. Maybe it already has for many of you guys. The story or your notification, yeah, where you thought, I've done all this and I've worked so hard and I missed all of these things. No, no, you haven't. You've been being deceived and people have been taking from you. And justice is here to be served. The sword is up and the scales are balanced. So, yeah, some people are freaking out about this, okay? These people that did you wrong or that passed you up or that treated you less than, they're here. They can't stop being bothered by some of your ancestors. They're having fucking nightmares and they all they can think about is you day and night and day and night and day and night. So you need to do something. Take action. There's justice again, you guys. I can't make this up. Um, you need to take action. Yeah, these people really try to throw you on the bus. They try to really stab you in the back, and it's not going to happen anymore. You're too spiritually protected. It's just not. It's not a thing. They definitely tried, though. They definitely tried, and they just see you healing. They see you making a new decision, moving on, and you ain't letting go. You ain't buckling down. I mean, you're buckling down. You say, "Listen, I'm holding. I said what I said, and I'm holding on to it, and I stand by it. I'm ready to receive my cup of love and my happy ending and my security." So, guys, yeah, they're going to be receiving these towers. Many of them are heartbroken because some of them may have just reached a point where they realize they actually had love for you, or they actually were in love with you, or they actually missed the love that you were giving them. Maybe now you're being cold to them, um, and it feels not balanced. But hey, how can you balance out, demonic, devilish energy and people that are just out here to fucking pleasure, like seek pleasure and not put in any work? Like you can't. Different path, right? Let people go when they're on a different note. Yeah. And that's how you'll be victorious, is not by being this quick, you know, not just accepting this quick satisfaction, this instant gratification as it may be. Yeah. And you're now moving on. You guys are about to be celebrated for your commitment to the higher levels, and you guys are moving on. You're being taken to safer shores. Yeah. And you don't have to wait anymore. For some of you guys, you're gonna receive a love like you've never experienced before. Um, and I get it. Be skeptical at first, of course, but just go slowly, right? Piano. Let it come on. Don't just hop in bed. Don't just whatever. Many of you guys have been cleaning and clearing and holding on to your clarity and your spiritual practice. Just all of the sadness, all of the past, and you can have this nice tempered feeling for all the work that you did. This happy outcome. All your cups. Yeah. Open your eyes. There's an opportunity, you guys, you're about to receive that the universe is attempting to give to you that you're maybe just missing out on, or you didn't miss out on it yet, but maybe you haven't noticed because you're too busy in hindsight looking at things that happen. And that's where the fire horse is. Look into the future and understand from the past, but since into the present, right? Any more messages for collective? Nobody else will be able to hurt you. You're going to be secure. You do have a decision to make, and that's choose if you want to stay in this heartbreak, if you want to stay by yourself, or if there's someone else that you actually want to be with and you want to work with, okay? And that person will have something to offer you. You won't have to put everything out there. It will be a collaborative effort, okay? You both will be in this Nine of Cups energy and have this next level ability to work together, okay? For some of you guys, this can be for work. Yeah, I can't make this up. Yeah, you will be going. Some of you guys, you may be traveling. Your commitment to your craft, to your work, maybe to your spiritual, whatever, maybe taking you somewhere, taking you to safety. For some of you guys, I am picking up on a lot of like water and boat energy, a big celebration. Um, but yeah, this new person or people coming in are going to protect you. They're not going to ever let anybody hurt you again. That's really beautiful. Yeah. And these other people are going to be left fucking crying to themselves. And they may not get out of that energy for a while, the hangman, because that's where they wanted you. That's the space that they wanted you in, collective. And that's what's going on. That's the action that they put out. And that's what's coming back. It may have taken a minute for it to come back in return. But if they wanted to block your union, they wanted to block your happiness, they wanted to create insanity and all this other stuff, well, that was foolish of them. That was foolish of them, because you're going to get your union and you're going to get your happy ending. This couple love is coming for you. So amazing, guys. Yeah. Defend your authenticity, defend yourself, defend your partners, you know, not your friends, the people that you're choosing to have relationships with, and figure out how you can work with them and help them. Okay? For many of you guys, again, you might be offered some shitty little offers or exchanges or whatever. Don't be so quick to jump to them. Say, let me think about it. Let me see how that feels. Let me meditate. Let me pray on it. Definitely don't accept any offers or take new paths when you're intoxicated or drinking, or just, when there's too many energies around. Okay? Keep yourself and keep praying. Keep yourself spiritually protected and defended. Okay? You'll know what is actually for you. Don't just take what sounds good at first. You are waiting. You know what you're waiting for. You know when your ship is coming in, because you're going to feel it in every bit of your being. You know that this fucking Jezebel spirit is still out there trying to block it from coming in. They're not going to be able to. Not going to be able to. What they're going to be busy doing is running to hide so they don't get offed, because they interfered with this. And there is divine intervention that does come into play that is bigger than the physical realm. So, as always, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Infinite blessings, love, and light. If you would like to support me or my channel and keep more content coming, my email for my PayPal is under, and I appreciate your likes, your comments, subscribes, your shares, and all of your continued love and support. If this is your story, let us know. Drop an emoji or say something so people can resonate. That's what helps people feel like we're not alone, is when we know that this isn't just our story, this is other people's story. Many people in the collective are out here doing this righteous work, and let's support each other. Let's create a larger community, even if it's globally, right? We don't have to be in the same spot to believe and understand and feel the same things. Okay, guys? Infinite blessings, love, and light. As always, if you're doing the work, I'm super proud of you. You're doing good. Keep going. You got this. I love you. Ciao for meow. Zoe out.